Alright guys, this video is going to be on floppy plows. Okay, I've watched a lot of videos and I see a lot of plows in these videos. Some of them aren't even really old plows. They're still kind of new, but if you're driving down the road and you're looking at your plow and it's going like this and flopping back and forth and waving all over the place, every plow moves a little bit. To a certain extent, you'll get a little bit of play when you hit a bump, stuff like that. But that plow should not be going like this, flopping all over. Okay, there's a couple things that'll make it do that. You're going to get more flop out of it if it's a plow with a chain, like an older Myers. I think the new Myers do too. Any Western plows, any Fisher plows. Boss plows don't have chains that hook up. They have a shock, a cylinder, and it's a hydraulic cylinder. And that takes a lot of play out. So Boss plows normally will ride stiffer than a chained plow. But a couple things, it's too damn cold outside and I feel like going out there, so I'm going to try to, if this doesn't work and some of you guys are having this issue and still don't understand what I'm saying, then let me know in the comments and I'll actually go and film my plow and I'll show you more precise exactly what I'm talking about. What I did is I found a picture online. Okay, so this is actually off a Myers plow, and this is pretty much basic. You can see up here, that's where it connects to your truck. Okay, right here there's a steel flap that sticks out. It kind of comes up and out and makes like an L shape, and then your blade runs straight right across here. Okay, and on the back of your blade there's a hole right there, and a bolt goes down through the blade and down through this front part of the plow frame right there. That bolt, if it ever gets loose, which they do over time, then they start moving around, letting the blade move, and it does what's called eggshelling the bolt. It wears the bolt down, makes it so no matter how tight you actually have the bolt, it still allows it to move a little in there because the bolt's not still the same thickness it was when it first went in. So you want to take that bolt out, and well, first off, just try tightening that bolt up. Hit it with an impact wrench. Don't worry about it. You can tighten them things right up. They say you got to be to a certain spec and this and that, and you really don't want to over tighten it, but I've hit them things with impacts for years and never had a problem. Okay, the other, check it. If it doesn't tighten up and doesn't take a lot of play out of it, pull that bolt out. You may need a new one. It's not a big deal. It's like a grade 8 bolt, I believe. It could even be a grade 5 bolt, but you should be able to get it anywhere. The other issue is this right here. Now, you have the arch that comes up like that goes, connects to your blade. It's a steel arch that goes up, around, makes a big U shape like that. Okay, and that's so that when you turn your blade left to right, angle it left and right, that's what that is, and it's riding underneath this steel lip. Now this is a Myers and it's wider. Okay, on Boss plows they're not nearly as wide, maybe 3-4 inches. On Myers are like 7 or 8 inches wide. But every plow has it, and that archway that goes like that back and forth rides underneath that. Well, after using the plow a lot, after it gets a couple years old, this steel plate right here starts to lift up and creates a gap in between your arch and that L bracket of steel. Okay, you can whack this with a sledgehammer. That's what I do with them. And I know guys have been doing it for years and years. I hit that thing with a 12-pound sledge, guys. I just bam right down on it and smack it right back down, and you'll bend that steel back down. Now I've seen them things anywhere from like a 1/4 inch thick to a 1/2 inch thick, and most of them are right around 1/4 inch thick. But you can whack that thing and close that gap up. The bigger that gap is in there, that whole archway that comes behind, okay, your blade runs straight, and that whole archway that comes behind your blade, that's rocking in there because of that gap. Close that gap down. It squeezes that tighter in there. Now you don't want it like sandwich smashed right in tight, but you want it just in. You want to be able to just fit like a credit card in there. You know, I've seen my buddy come over with his plow, and one time he was having the same problem. I didn't even check that bolt because as soon as he pulled up, I seen that, and he had like over an 1/8 inch, almost 1/4 inch gap in there. I'm like, there's your problem. So we closed that up and it fixed it. But those are the two main things that'll make your plow flop like that. And the more that plow is moving around flopping like that, the more it's wearing on other parts of the plow. So if you don't fix it and you just keep plowing like that and keep running that truck and that blade like that, you're going to end up costing yourself more money. Fix these plows, guys. Tighten that stuff up. You're going to find it's going to react better. You're going to get quicker response out of the plow, left to right, up, down. not so much up down, but your left right, you're angling, it's going to respond quicker, it's going to be stiffer when it turns, so when you turn it, it's going to stay there better, it's not going to have so much play back and forth in it. But you guys run around with these plows in your truck, man, they're flopping like that. Get control of these things. That's two big ways to fix them. And that's two of the biggest main causes I would add. There may be other causes, I don't know. That's what I've run into. That's what I know a million other people have run into. But hope this helps you guys out. I'm out.